Welcome to Bloody Buttered, where the horrors never die. My name's Toasty, and I'm here to do a review on the movie Hunt. It was basically released in 2019. It was directed by Scott Peck and Brian Woods as well. So this movie, it's actually on Netflix, and it's just new, just to come on Netflix. But I think you can see it on Prime as well. So you gotta check that out if you don't have it on Netflix. In the UK, it does. So, basically, it's in the top three. So I was just, curious about it. It's starring Katie Stevens, Will Breton, if I'm saying that right, as well. This movie was actually better than I expected, but I've seen better movies as well. Let me explain. So basically, it's supposed to be American slasher film, but it wasn't really much of the slasher in, but it was creative in a certain way. So basically, it's set on Halloween night, and they follow the group of friends. They encounter this haunted house, which looks like a back of a garage. It is. And they promise to have the darkest fears. So obviously, you think it's a haunted house. It is. Knowing that the performers are actually murderers. So, yeah, and these people, well, I can't even call them people at this point, have masks on, they dressed up, they're not actually people, and they actually kind of like demons. They like monster faces. You see, they don't look human, and they speak English and stuff like that. Now, when you go into this haunted place, there's two sides. There's a safe side and an unsafe side. This was kind of unique because, like I said, it wasn't like the slasher of, oh no, there's the killer. He's gonna kill off these one by one, and then at the end, like typical Scream fashion. No offense, but yeah. So this was all unique, and I actually liked it. And the scenes of the deaths, of kills, let's just call it, were actually pretty good too. They weren't like massively gory and stuff. See, this is the thing about horrors like this. If it's a good story, I'm invested. I'm invested in it. And if it has that odd bit of moments of gore, not too much, I think it's a really good film. It is. So with this movie, the kills itself, it doesn't like cut away, but there is one kill in it that, somebody actually gets free, and then there's the mascot says, do you want to see my face, and all this kind of, then when it gets back to them, you see him already on the ground dead with something through his head. But they make up for it because he puts this kind of like, it's like a kind of a crowbar or something in his mouth, and they rip his face off, and it shows you. So there's them gory scenes, and you see it. Like, it looks proper really, because they show you go in. So I like that situation, and there was moments, and it wasn't too much, if you know what I'm saying. It wasn't too much. Yeah, so basically, this was on the release date of August 2019 at Frights Films Festival, which was actually good. The box office hit 2.2 million, so that's not bad. The movie at the end, though, is actually pretty unique as well. But I'll tell you a little bit of a massive background. Do you know, like, in the directors and everything was gonna change the alternative ending to like actual spoiler here to actually they were imagining it and the deaths, the kills in general, they actually just kill each other. And I'm glad they didn't change it. This ending was great. I loved the ending because basically at the end, spoiler, if you don't want to spoil, I'll give you 3 seconds. There you go. You're being warned. So at the end, legit, they get away, and she's in hospital. She wakes up from a dream, and the nurse comes in. Can I see a release form? Or can you do a release form? Something like that. And she clicks on because when they were at the haunted house, they had to do release forms. They had to sign signatures. I'm like, when I watched that, I said, I wouldn't even put my signature down for these fuckers. No offense, I swear, okay? So she clicks on and she goes to her mum's house because there's actually a really good story with her. This is what I liked as well. I like the story. Her story. It's actually good investing. So the last killer left, which is actually like a clown face behind the mask. She does traps and everything like that, and he's stuck. And she comes in with the shotgun, suspecting he's actually going to break in, and shoots, and that's how the movie ends. This was a good movie. I've seen better, I've seen worse, but honestly, this was actually pretty good. Like, I didn't expect it being that kind of good, and it was unique as well. The traps were kind of like make you like that as well. But this haunted house was different. It was different, and I pretty enjoyed it. So, what do I give this rating? I would give this a 7. A 7 out of 10. It's on Netflix and Prime and everything. I would recommend watching it and see how you go with it. If you have seen it, let me know down in the comments below what you think itself. And thanks so much for watching.